Youths across the 16 local government areas in Taraba state are protesting the inclusion of the state in the federal government's Ruga Settlement plans. They believe it would only escalate the conflict between farmers and herders. Olabi Adenus's reporters presented from our studios.
Taraba is among 7 pilot states slated for the Ruga Settlement Programme by the federal government. Youths in the states have taken to the streets to protest that the federal government made this decision without consulting with key players. Their leader describes the Ruga scheme as a misplacement of priority, pledging commitment to the state government's ranching law.
The youth in Taraba reject Ruga settlement. The youth in Taraba have in one voice condemned in all approval by the federal government for Ruga settlement in some local government areas in Taraba state. Youth in the state maintain that the Ruga settlement scheme is a threat to the cordiality existing between all tribes in the state, positing that most Fulani herdsmen troubling the state are aligned, tied with ulterior motive to grab the land of the original inhabitants.
Other protesters want the federal government to retrace its decision.
As a matter of fact, land in Taraba, we the farmers in Taraba state, we don't have even enough land to farm. We are going outside the state, borrowing the land from other people to farm.
The Fulani herdsmen has terrorized almost all the communities within the state. And today, the federal government is coming to establish a Ruga settlement for them so that they will have good ground to even finish us. And I think that the federal government should support the state government to implement the anti-open grazing bill that was passed in the House of Assembly and ascended by the state government, so that it will give us more peace than creating this security threat in our state.
Residents of some farming communities are also not comfortable with the Ruga program.
It's a very disheartening kind of a thing for the federal government to think in that manner. If you could remember, just of recent, the herders attack our communities, and now these people are displaced, and yet they are yet to relocate back to their communities. Now he's bringing another set of people now to come and attack us again with this their Ruga policy. I think it's unfair.
Taraba has been in the news over constant conflicts between farmers and herders, which consequently prompted the state to sponsor an executive bill banning open grazing.